Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
Decades-old computer systems paid for by the Kennedy administration and terrible management are the reasons for poor customer service at the IRS, an insider has claimed. An IRS employee, who has worked at the agency for more than a decade, has spoken exclusively to dailymail.com about its failings, as it comes under fire for long call wait times. The staffer, who has worked on the customer service and IT teams, said that managers pursued vanity projects instead of making changes which would benefit workers and taxpayers. It comes after a bombshell report in June revealed that an inefficient use of staff means that customer service representatives were often left sitting around for the phone to ring. At the same time, only 31% of those who tried to get in touch with the agency were actually able to get through to speak to a human. Customer service workers were waiting for calls for 1.1 million hours during this year's 7-week tax season, according to a report from the National Taxpayer Advocate, a watchdog for the IRS. Latest figures show there are around 20,000 customer service employees at the IRS. This means that this filing season each one lost an average of 55 hours, or just under 7 8-hour working days, according to dailymail.com calculations. Customer service representatives either answer phones, or they process taxpayer letters, but they cannot do both. Even if call volume is low, staffers are stuck working on the phone lines. But this report only scratches the surface of what is really going on at the IRS, the staffer claimed. The worker claimed that an ineffective use of staff means taxpayers are left waiting hours on the phone to try to get through for help. There are customer service workers who are tasked with answering correspondence who will spend the whole day doing nothing but pulling staples out of papers, they said. And management just turn a blind eye. There is an ongoing joke that some of the oldest systems were paid for by the Kennedy administration, the worker told dailymail.com. And the reality of the jokes is that I believe them to be very accurate. While many of the computers have been updated, antiquated legacy systems are still an issue, they claimed. For about 2 weeks of the year, the systems are completely unavailable as they have to be offline to make updates. There's not a way to update in place. A lot of companies now are able to do that. Like when Facebook updates, it does not have to be taken down for 2 weeks, it takes minutes. But because we're using legacy systems, we don't have those kinds of capabilities. Having the system switched off for weeks then causes a real problem with customer service, they claimed. We have to piecemeal together this old technology because we can't really afford to replace it, or there isn't a good option to replace it. Outdated systems also mean account notes are not shared across different departments, the insider claimed. Collections customer service is different from examination or audit customer service. The tools and the notes that each department accesses are completely different, they said. If someone has been audited, they explained, and they get in touch with a different department a year later, the customer service representative will not have the details as to why they were audited the year prior. Having those kinds of notes there would benefit the customer service agent, but the systems are all siloed, just like the different groups. Everybody is siloed, and there is not a lot of intercommunication between systems. It's not like we have one system for all tax stuff. You've got 10 or 15 different systems, and that might be undershooting the amount of systems we have. This can lead to taxpayers getting frustrated, they said, as they assume that the IRS staffer has the notes in front of them detailing any past communication with the agency. Instead of prioritizing critical changes, executives pursue vanity projects such as needlessly pushing for Apple Mac computers, they claimed. You have executives prioritizing what they believe to be a big win, and ultimately it is going to be nothing but a headache and something that is not going to be long-term supportable. People are worried that if some processes or positions become automated, they added, then they will lose their jobs. When ample